What up, y'all? It's your homeboy Justin. Sorry, my voice is a little bit low today. I just woke up, actually. So, anywho, a few days ago, I had braided up my hair, as you can see, and we are finally at that step where I can take it down and show you guys how to achieve a kind of loose, wavy, beachy kind of vibe, like surfer, like what up, brah, type of look for your hair for this summer. But before we get into the whole takedown process, let me show you guys how to do these braids really quick, okay? So watch this. So basically all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do braid outs to get this kind of wavy, beachy wavy, curly hairstyle, or at least loose curly hairstyle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab sections of my hair and not really any particular rhyme or reason, and I will just do 3 braids, but I think in order to get them as like wavy as possible, I will do 3 locks per braid. So let's do this one right, y'all. So like that. I just washed my hair too, so my hair is kind of damp, but you're just gonna braid your hair down, and that's basically all there is to it. Do this all over your head. Let your hair dry. Use a spray bottle if your hair gets dry as you're doing your hair, obviously, because you want your hair to be dry, or you want your hair to be wet as you're starting, so that way as it dries, it'll dry in this pattern with the braids, and then when you take the braids out, you can have some curly hair. And also, the longer you hold or you keep your braids in, the tighter the curl pattern will be. Like, if you keep it in for a long time, your curls are just gonna be, I don't know, they're gonna be something. I'm actually just trying this for the first time, so we will see what happens. Okay. But anyway, well, all right, I'm gonna do this, and then I will see you all on the other side probably in a day or two after I've done all of my braids and let it dry and all that stuff as I'm splashing myself with water. Okay. If you want to play around with it too, you can actually do braids of like 2 strands, 2 locks per strand, so 6 locks per braid. You'll have tighter curls if you want to go for a tighter curl look. If you want even bigger curls, you can do 4 locks per strand, so 12 locks per braid, or even more if you really want to go with super loose waves. Also, you can just do the same size but just keep them in for less time. Like you can do like how I'm doing 3 locks per strand right now, so 9 locks per braid. And if you just keep it in for maybe a few hours, if you just want to do like just for like a day, like let's say you wash your hair or you just want to do this overnight, you can do that and then just braid your hair before you go to sleep, and then when you wake up, you just take them out and they'll be a loose curl or whatever. Got these locks trying to marry divorce. All right, so back to this. We're halfway done, so I'm gonna do the other side and then I'll be back in a second. So I just finished braiding on my hair. Obviously, you can wear it down if you want to. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put my hair up in probably a top knot or a ponytail or something to kind of keep it a little bit looking less like Coolio and just more cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I'm gonna let my hair sit up like this for maybe a day or two or a day and a half. I'll probably take it out maybe tomorrow night, and I will just let it rock or whatever. So I will see y'all in like a day or two. All right. And so that was 2 days ago. That was Monday. Today's Wednesday. So braided up my whole head. I've been letting it sit for 2 days. And so now we're gonna take all of this down. Some things to note when you take down your locks just from either braids or twists or any type of like updo, or you're just taking them out of a twisted style. Try to put some type of oil on your fingers, whether that be Jamaican black castor oil or olive oil or coconut oil, just so that way you're not necessarily pulling apart. It's just to kind of help moisturize, especially since my hair's been up for 2 days. It hasn't had any moisture for the last 2 days as well. So that's why I kind of make sure to moisturize my locks before I braid. But anyway, I'm gonna use a little bit of coconut oil on my hands as I'm taking down my locks and my braids, and I will show you guys the final look when we're done. Just a quick tip too, well, some of the rubber bands actually fell out. That's one of the things too, is that your hair so strong. Your hair's so strong, it will break some of the rubber bands. And so I found myself the last 2 days kind of rebanding a lot of these braids. But just to make the process go faster, what I do is I take out all the rubber bands first, so that way I can just take all the braids out without having to deal with the rubber bands, and it kind of makes the process go quicker, because then you're just kind of finger detangling all the braids and stuff. I also want y'all to know this is the first time that I'm doing braid outs with this many locks per braid. So we're kind of just seeing this on how this is going to look together. So we're all just taking this journey together, you know. I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. We just going to find out and see if we like it. But watch it turn out bad. I'm just like, nope, I don't like it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think this is the last one. I'm not sure. Y'all see that curl pattern right there? That looks nice. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is just showing you guys that one side is done, but just look at this. Like, look at the curls, and these are gonna fall out as the days go on too. So, alright. Let me finish the other half, and then I'll do a quick I'll do a whole review of whatever. All right, keep it going. We're gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing. Finally made it to the last braid. Snap, crack, and pop. The final look. All right, so this is it. This is after you've taken all the braids out. Hair is curly, and obviously hair's gonna fall out as the days go by, and actually I'm kind of glad because they're very curly and a little bit curlier than I would want them to be. But this is good that I've taken them out today on Wednesday, because I want them to be a little bit looser on Friday. I'm going to see Fantasia and Anthony Hamilton in Kansas City, so gotta look good for Fantasia, you know. Child, she be saying I can't be looking rough when she's singing to me, you know. So, but this is the final look. Let me do a quick 360 so you guys can see how this looks from all of the angles. So we got this. 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 One thing I love about curly locks, especially if your hair is dyed somewhat or just has like highlights or something thrown in, your hair is really moisturized and it's really reflective and it's really shining and beaming and catching all the light, all the color's gonna really just pop. And so this is something that I would definitely recommend if you have dyed your locks any kind of color, added some highlights, got some crazy reds and blondes and whatever in there. So this is definitely something I would recommend. Also, if you noticed, I didn't retwist my roots when I did this. And it's because I kind of just wanted to go for a more pedestrian? I don't know what the word I would say would be, but this is just, yeah. And I would also encourage anyone who tries this or does like braid outs to really experiment with different kind of hairstyles within having your curly locks. Like imagine doing a top knot, doing some flat twists, and then having your curly locks out, or just any type of like hairstyle that you do normally when your locks are straight. Just do that when your locks are curly, and it definitely adds a whole different side. If you want to go an extra step too, you can throw in some wood beads in your locks, them little metal lock rings or some lock jewelry, you know. I've seen people do that whole like Coke bottle cap thing. I think that's the other kind of people thing. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it, if you found it helpful, entertaining, informational, any of them things. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. All of those are posted in the description box below. Hit me up on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting videos every Monday-ish. If you read the new banner on my YouTube channel, it's consistently on a Monday. It's just not consistently every week. So that's what we got going for you right now. And I'm really in love with these curls. Also, something to remember when you have curly locks: to maintain the curl as long as possible. If you're not already sleeping with a satin pillow, or you're not putting your hair in a do-rag or a bonnet or a satin scarf or something when you're sleeping, you should definitely do that now, just so that way you can make the curls last as long as possible. If you want your curls to fall out quickly, then, you know, don't wear a cap. Just maybe sleep on the satin pillow so your curls will just loosely go where they go. But if you really want to maintain that curl pattern, put it up in something, and that'll help preserve your curls for as long as possible. Well, I hope you guys try this at home. I hope that it comes out looking great for you, as it did for me, because I'm in love with this. All right, well, until next time, y'all, peace.